Thank you for the applause. Good afternoon, everyone.
안녕하세요. 안녕하세요.
All right, today my topic is people. But first, we need to be very clear. People are actually the most important thing in the direct sales industry. Success or failure is all about people. This is an industry where both success and failure depend on people. It's not just direct sales. Actually, it's the same everywhere. Everything is driven by people. Success and failure are both determined by people. How beautiful this world is. Because of people, how cruel this world can be. It's also because of people. Everything is about people. And if we can just manage people, we can influence people, then you can have everything. This is the main reason we do direct sales. We want to have the ability, the influence. Generally, people can be categorized into 4 types. People can be divided into 4 types. Let's take a look. People can actually be divided into 4 types. The first type is called scum. What is scum? The meaning of scum is not to insult the person. I mean, not to insult the man. No. I don't mean to say that all people are bad, but rather to describe those people in a team. We are often annoyed by some people. They usually don't cooperate. Whatever I say, they always contradict you. They even form factions. They want to annoy you and pull your people away. They are always the ones causing problems. It's fine if they don't contribute. Not only do they not contribute, but they also destroy. Such people will definitely appear in the organization. So we categorize them as people who don't contribute constructively. People who don't contribute constructively, not only in organizations, but also in society. We can also see many such people. Some are in families. They are lazy and do nothing. They do nothing at home. They constantly ask for money. They are always causing problems at home. Without contributing, these people are the scum of society. We usually describe them like this. But when we are talking about organizations, we categorize this person as scum. We think this person is wrong. This person is not suitable. But in my opinion, I believe there is no such thing as scum in an organization. From my perspective, of course, I can't expect everyone to think this way, but in my eyes, there is no such thing. When I think that one day this person is the one, it's definitely not because of the person. It's because my own level wasn't high enough to influence them. I have always thought this way. I always consider these people the so-called difficult to influence people, the ones who always contradict you, even those who want to take advantage. There could also be people like that, meaning I take them, I don't categorize them negatively, like calling them scum. I always thought they were here to grind and teach me certain things. They are here to teach me something. I often tell people, this person is arranged by God to be in your life. They are here for you to learn something. They are here to expand your vision. They are here to expand your capacity. I often talk about capacity, the capacity inside us. Can I accommodate this person? It must be pushed open. Capacity must be cracked open. But the process of opening means it will hurt. This is the most painful part of direct sales. This is the most painful part of direct sales. In the direct sales industry, not making money, this is secondary, a small thing. There are many who don't make money, still many people are in it. Not making money is not the reason for failure. The reason many people leave is not because of that. The biggest reason people leave direct sales, the most painful reason is why, it's because of people, because of human nature, because of betrayal, being attacked, being hurt in many ways, being deceived. It's all because of the things between people. It's not about whether you make money or not. So I say your organization's size is because you are capable of accommodating that much. So when I want my organization to grow bigger, my capacity must constantly be pushed and expanded. So who will expand this capacity? Who will force my capacity to grow? The obedient ones, the ones who cooperate well? No, it's not that simple. It's the ones with issues. As a leader, I think, you must place the right people in the right positions. When you place the right people in the right positions, every person becomes so useful. There's a saying, everyone has their use. I always believe, if someone in my team isn't contributing, they may be somewhere else, being guided by someone more capable. They may be very successful. I always believe this. It's always because my own level isn't high enough. Of course, the simplest way is to directly insult the scum. That's the easiest thing, but it doesn't help us. When someone leaves our team, I always reflect thoughtfully. I feel regretful. I think, if I had another chance, what could I do? Of course, at this moment, my capacity may not be able to accommodate them yet. We may not be working together for now, but after 3 months, after 6 months, after a year, would I still think this way? Perhaps when my level grows higher, they may come back and cooperate again. It's possible. So this is how I view the first type of person. But the fact is, they are the ones who know the issues. This is the reality. Now, the second type of person is called manpower. Manpower is the one who can help out. We need to handle something. To complete a task, we need more manpower. A team working together. But in this context, manpower, what does it mean? What I mean is, someone who can get things done. When you assign a task, they will do it. But when you don't assign anything, they won't do anything. They won't move. They don't take action. You need to push them to move. They need a little push to get going. But do they cooperate? Yes, they cooperate. There are many people like this. They are still very common in organizations. I haven't inspired them. If I don't think of ways, they will just stay there, waiting for something to happen. Because this is a common human weakness. It's like that. Maybe we are the same. This is the thing. We need to ask ourselves. Everyone is human. Human nature has weaknesses. What is the weakness of human nature? If you are lazy, you will stay lazy. If you avoid things, you will continue to avoid them. If you have the option to escape, you will keep escaping. You will keep choosing to avoid. What is the weakness of human nature? When someone helps you, you will continue to depend on them. This is the human weakness, and are we like this? Maybe we are too. Maybe we are just at this level, including myself, because when we feel lazy, we don't want to do anything. When we want rest, we choose to rest, right? So why do we keep going? We keep pushing ourselves to do, setting bigger goals, turning it into a habit. That's why RiWay is more successful than others. It's because of this reason. But you need to ask yourself, have I pushed myself? Have I pushed myself? Is it possible? All right, then what is the third type of person? They are talents. Talents are those who are capable. Talents are those who can get things done. They have the skills and ideas. They cooperate well and have abilities. This is actually what we strive to be, each one of us. We need to pursue a certain level. We need to become talents. I remember when I first started in direct sales. I was around 24 or 25 years old, around 23 or 24 years old. At that time, the company didn't know how to do it. The company was small. My boss was 3 years older than me. He had a few years of direct sales experience. A few young people wanted to say, they wanted to create something great. I met them on the street. I was just walking down the street. I ran into them and joined them. After that, our relationship was very good. We became like brothers. But at that time, would I know how to do it? I didn't know how to do it either. Most of my direct sales skills were learned from books. Most of my skills came from other companies. I went to other companies to observe and learn. Most of my abilities, skills, and knowledge were borrowed, I often say. Actually, I never had a real teacher directly teach me. Never. So I always say, when a person wants to learn, teachers are everywhere. It's not necessary to say, oh, my upline didn't teach me. The company didn't send anyone to teach me. That's not true. If you really want to learn, there are teachers everywhere. I'm the best example. At that time, I went to observe other people's recognition events. I watched other people's training sessions. If there was one, very few. If there was, I would definitely go. I would observe and learn. Then I would apply to my own organization. At that time, the company didn't have it and didn't know how to do it. But when I learned, it wasn't like I could just replicate it. Many things I had to do myself. The recognition videos, the trophies, the flowers, the arrangements for the stage, the attendance issues. All these things had to be done at that time. So I was very busy. In my early 20s, I was still very young. Basically, I could go 1 or 2 weeks without sleep. Just keep pushing. Just working 24 hours a day. So I always say I did direct sales for 10 years. It feels like I did it for 100 years outside. Because I didn't sleep. Just rushing around. During the day, doing work, leading the team. At night, giving training. And at 3 a.m., still working. All the backup work, like making videos, learning how to do PowerPoints, learning how to organize these events. Basically working 24 hours a day. And whenever I was busy, a few of my downlines would sit in front of me and watch. For example, I'd still be printing CDs. We had tools back then. After our training sessions, we had tools. I had my own printer that could print CD. I'd be printing CDs, designing the covers for the CDs. I did all that myself. While printing CDs, I might be designing the next recognition event, designing the speakers or posters. I was the one designing all of it. While I was busy with one thing or another, I remember very clearly, one of my downlines sat in front of me and said, "These things aren't what you're supposed to do, right? You're a direct seller, right? You're just like us, right? Why are you busy with these things that don't make money? We should be building teams, right? We should open more lines, right? This way we'll make more money, right? Why are you spending time here?" Then I told him, actually, I am also opening lines. I'm also building teams, but I use my time more efficiently. I said one thing to him. Listen closely to what I'm about to say. Don't worry about the effort you put in. Don't worry about the effort you put in. Don't count your efforts. Keep giving, keep giving, keep giving. One day, you will become a talent. One day, you will become a talent in this industry. There will be a lot of people outside competing for you. A lot of people outside will be lining up to fight for you. If this place doesn't know how to appreciate you, there will be a lot of clear-eyed people outside, lining up to grab you. What's worse is that you're not that person. The worst thing is that you're not that talent. Because you'll say things like, "This isn't your job, right? Doing this doesn't make money." Just saying this phrase, you calculate your efforts. You count everything. Wow, you can calculate it precisely. Doing things for what you can get out of it. You don't improve yourself, enhance yourself to handle that kind of pressure, to pay that price, to elevate yourself above others, to become a talent. Even if opportunities arise, people won't choose you, right? Later, it truly proved that what I said was right. 3 years later, we both left the company at the same time. Then we went our separate ways. Not long after, a company invited me to help manage their company and become the CEO of a 30-year-old company, a very large beauty salon's CEO. I was invited to be the CEO, and the person who spoke to me who said, "Why bother doing all this effort? That so-called downline leader is still just a salesperson today." To this day, he is still just a salesperson. Meanwhile, I kept advancing. He is still stuck in the same place. So the key is whether you are that talent. What's even more important is how to become a talent. I mentioned this earlier. Let me repeat it. Don't worry about the effort you put in. If you calculate everything precisely, doing this for what you get out of it. If I don't get this, I won't do it. You will always stay here. 5 years from now, you'll still be here. 10 years from now, you'll still be here. Don't worry about the effort you put in. Brothers and sisters, I want to ask you, do I really need to stand here and talk today? Do I need to do this today? Do I still need to talk about RiWay today? I don't need to talk about it anymore, right? Do I need to fly every 2 or 3 days and prepare this? I make these PowerPoints myself. I do it myself. My friends outside find it strange. Aren't you at this point now? Didn't you have your team do this for you? Didn't you throw it to him? Did your people do it? Isn't your speech prepared by your team? Then you go up and speak, right? He says, "This is how it works outside." I said, "No, I taught the whole company." Including doing these things, I do them myself. I stay up late doing it. Why? Because I want to learn. I want to learn more. I want to practice. So I keep practicing over and over. Now I'm an expert. Now I'm very skilled at making slides. Before we used Keynote, now I use PowerPoint. I went back to using PowerPoint. It has some changes, and I learn and practice again. Do I need to do it today? Do I need to do it with 500 to 600 employees? I don't need to at all. Do I need to give speeches? No, I don't. But I want to. Why? Because don't worry about the effort. If you can do it, just do it. I don't just do it. I take the initiative to do it. Why do I take the initiative? It helps improve myself. Let me emphasize this again. If you are a talent, there will be a lot of people outside lining up to grab you. A lot of people outside will be throwing money at you. Do you agree? So you won't worry about money. If you are such a person, so this is what talent means. Now, let's talk about the fourth type of person. The fourth type of person is impressive, and this type of person is very rare. Extremely rare. What do we call them? They are called somebodies. In Chinese, ren wu just means somebody. Somebody, we're talking about. Character means somebody. These are people who are famous in the newspapers. We say, they are the powerful ones. People we can't reach. The ones that are more distant to us, we describe them as somebody. Or today in this venue. Who is the somebody? It's very simple. At an ordinary event like this, whether it's 10,000 people or 20,000 people, you'll notice the person on stage speaking. Talking, right? Constantly mentioning your name. He keeps mentioning your name. You are somebody. It's like from the morning till now, everyone keeps saying, wow, Jenny. Jenny! I can't hear anything except Jenny, Jenny. She is somebody, do you understand? She has a certain influence here. She has made a significant contribution here. That's why people keep mentioning her name unconsciously. Dado Kenny. Dado Kenny. He is somebody. And this type of person, it's not that today you have to do what you have to do to get it. No, it's not that simple. It's a level higher than just being talented. You need to really help people. You need to make a big sacrifice. Change people's lives. That's when people will mention your name in this kind of event. This is incredibly difficult. And the price you need to pay, it takes a long time to accumulate. And this is what we ultimately want to become. You can't ask for it, understand? You can't demand this. When you go up to speak, you must say my name. That's not possible, right? That person must do it naturally. Strangely, he cannot control it. He will inevitably mention your name, just like Jenny earlier, just like the speakers who mentioned me earlier. From morning till night, I just hear, Lim Boon Hong. Do you understand? I didn't ask them to say it. Hey, mention my name later. You must mention me later. I didn't do that. Then you might ask, why don't they mention your name? What should I do? Later, even abroad. Whether we go to Singapore, go to Japan, go to Europe, there, they still mention my name. Wow, at that moment I congratulate you. I truly congratulate you. You are somebody in RiWay. The real somebody in this situation. When you are pursuing this, you won't worry about money. Money will no longer be an issue. Money definitely won't be an issue for you. It won't be a problem at all. Because you have completely surpassed that place. But this is what we ultimately want to pursue. Start from small. Always contribute for our team. Contribute, sacrifice, touch others. Change some people's lives. They will be grateful for you on stage. They will mention you. They will mention your name. Slowly, from small, slowly. It will grow bigger and bigger. I hope one day you will reach this level. So, well, in RiWay, there are 3 types of people in the eyes of RiWay. What are the 3 types of people? These are the people who have contact with RiWay, or are important to RiWay. Let's look at the 3 types of people. The first type is our supplier. The second type is our employees. The third type is our distributors. That is the distributor. RiWay has only these 3 kinds of people. There is no 4th type. This is RiWay. The difference from many companies, the place where it differs from many companies, especially very successful companies. Why do I say this? Because most successful companies, listed companies, they also have a very important key element. That is shareholders, right? Any company usually has shareholders, right? They are shareholders, right? There will definitely be, if you go into any direct selling company, they will definitely have shareholders, right? These early companies, who did they cooperate with? And then these people invested money. And together they started this company by investing money. Later the company grew, became valuable. They went public, sold shares, and gave some people. These people bought stocks with money. And the company received that money, right? These people are called shareholders. You see, it's strange. RiWay has no shareholders, none. Why? Because I don't want them. Do you know why I don't want them? Does RiWay have value today? Yes, it definitely has value. There will definitely be people who want to buy, right? If I sell half of the shares now, there will definitely be people who want to buy, right? You see, they invested this money. First, I don't need their money. Maybe this is a bit arrogant personality. I don't need your money. I can make money myself. I'll get the money from the market. I know how to create money from the market. This is my confidence in myself. I don't need your temporary money. Because why? Because once I take that money, I'll owe them, right? When the company grows, if it doesn't succeed, then there's no money to share. If it doesn't succeed, but if the company does succeed, I'll have many people sitting there waiting for money. That's why from the beginning I didn't want it. Even if someone wants to give me money, I don't want it. I say you do what you're told and you do it, RiWay. It will definitely make money. So RiWay has the most perfect place. There is no one in this company, RiWay. People who sit there and just take money. Everyone has their own job. If you have productivity, you earn money. If you contribute, you earn money. And not because of my past contributions. My one-time contributions from before. I will forever take money. There is no such person, not a single one. So when RiWay distributes money, it goes to the people with productivity. That's why RiWay has so much productivity. This is something many people cannot understand. Many people starting companies can't understand. Why can't they understand? Because their starting point is money. Because their starting point is money. My starting point was not money. I know I can make money from the market. But I choose what kind of money to earn. I've already set a principle. I've made it a principle. We only make money from the difference. This is my principle. I don't earn any other money. Even if the office is too big, I'd rather not use it. I don't rent it. This is usually the case. It's just strange like this. I don't want to make any money except for the margin on per year. I don't want it. So RiWay is very focused. I have only one path to follow. If I can't go down this path, I haven't gone through this path. It's a dead end for me. I have no other choice. I must make it work. So RiWay is like this. We force ourselves into a corner. So it's been very perfect until now. If we look back today, wow, we are very grateful for the decisions we made back then. When there are no people sitting around waiting, the number of productive people increases. So RiWay people make money. And I can confidently tell you 100%. There is only one company like this in the world. So there is only one reason why someone doesn't make money in RiWay. There is only one reason: no productivity, no contribution. If you contribute, if you have productivity, you will definitely earn money. This is the design from the start. Do you understand? Don't think that just because I have productivity, I contribute, so of course I'll get money. Don't think it's like that. It's not like this in the outside world. It's not like that out there. In the outside world, to earn money, it's not just about looking at your productivity and contribution. You also have to consider whether others are willing to give it to you. Also, whether they want to give it to you. Right? We used to have a lot of contributions, a lot of productivity. I want to get paid and still get scolded by the boss. That's how it used to be. He was afraid I'd get too successful. He was afraid I would have ideas if I made money. This is how it is outside. It's not that just because you're productive, you can make money. It's different in RiWay. It's a very fair place. It's a very fair place. If you want to invest 1 million, you want to invest 100 million into RiWay. I still won't take it. Just do your direct selling. We will cooperate and build it together. I can 100% guarantee that you can earn more, but you must contribute and be productive. So a company? Only people with productivity get paid. Only people who contribute get paid. This is what makes a company great. All right, let's analyze these three parts again. Let's start with the first one. Our suppliers. Who are suppliers? Our products, our packaging, our event organizers, those third parties? These third parties are not RiWay people, but they cooperate with RiWay. I want to give you an idea from the supplier side, so you can feel what kind of company RiWay is. Usually, if you pay attention anywhere, in Malaysia, in Taiwan, in East Asia, in South Asia, in Europe too, when we choose to work with a person, for example, packaging, once we cooperate, it's for over 10 years. You see, usually, when RiWay was small, let me give you an example. For example, our boxes. The boxes at RiWay started from the second generation. Not the first generation. Do you know why it wasn't the first generation? Because the first generation was made by me. The first boxes were cut by me. At that time, the price was the same. Maybe it was a bit more expensive, because I even cut my hand. There was my blood and sweat inside. Maybe even a little bit of saliva. Maybe it should have been sold at a higher price. But back then, the price was the same as it is now. From the second generation, this was within the first year of RiWay. Within less than a year, I found someone. I found a few packaging companies online. Then I went to their factories alone, going one by one. By the time I reached the fourth or fifth one, I met someone. He seemed like a good person. He had great ideas. He could help me solve problems. I ordered 5,000 boxes from him. It used to be 14 boxes. Previously, RiWay products were 14 bottles. Previously, one set was 14 bottles. Now it's only 7 bottles. Previously, each bottle contained 30 pills. So 14 bottles would make 7 boxes. It's still 7 boxes. I ordered 5,000. I would use them up in a year. I ordered 5,000. We would use up that number of boxes in a year. Can you imagine that? Now we don't even have enough for a day. Back then, 5,000 would last a whole year. And back then, I bargained him down. Later, he wanted to tell me he didn't want to work with me anymore, because he would go bankrupt working with me. At that time, his factory was small. His factory was tiny and in bad condition. He thought making my boxes would lose him money. He would lose money on every box he made. So you can imagine how I bargained with people outside. But in RiWay, we're generous. But outside, we bargain until they're completely hurt. Then I really saw him. When we became insiders at RiWay, he's cooperating until today. Today, thanks to RiWay, wow, his factory has grown big. Including our Pertier placenta products. Many people say our Pertier comes from New Zealand. Which factory in New Zealand makes it for us? I believe everyone knows. Some people have even visited. Do you know that factory? What our relationship with that factory is? Let me explain it to you this way. You can probably understand how RiWay operates. RiWay wants to expand into China. To enter China, it must apply for a direct sales license. It has certain conditions. One condition is a 100 million RMB investment. Your investment must be 100 million. The second condition is that you must have a factory in China, a GMP-certified factory. A GMP factory. Not just any factory, it must be a GMP-certified one. There are other specific conditions. Did RiWay do it? Yes, RiWay did it. There is no second option, no hesitation, we just applied. We applied, the price was paid. Whether we get it or not, that's not something we can control. But we had already paid the price we needed to. Okay, we had to open a factory. RiWay opened a factory. So RiWay's products. We all know they come from New Zealand, right? So why open a factory? Just to meet the standards of that place. Just to meet the national policy standards. We set up a factory there. Is that factory still there? Yes, it is. So, what is that factory doing now? It's sitting empty. People say, isn't this a waste? So what do you think we should do with it? What should I do with it? Should I use it to produce Pertier? Or should I use it to produce other products? Okay. We need to open a GMP factory. Do you know who helped me set up this factory? It's the factory from New Zealand. They helped set up a GMP factory for their client with the exact specifications. The standard is the same as their factory. Even better. Do you think such people exist? In this world, they teach you how it's a factory, and it is a factory itself. It supplies to me. It also taught me how to build that factory so that I can supply for myself. They have no business. Is it possible? Yes, it happened in RiWay. So you see, no one is a fool. No one would do such a strange thing. Can you imagine the last decade or more? What our collaboration has been like? What kind of relationship we have? Why they can trust us? Trust us to this extent. They put all their efforts, usually a master and apprentice. They always keep a trick or two up their sleeve, right? They gave everything, even personally went there. To help set up our factory? It's been 20 years of cooperation. Previously in New Zealand, when I first cooperated with them, at that time they said they were the largest health products factory in the Southern Hemisphere. They were the largest health supplements factory in the Southern Hemisphere. 20 years ago. Honestly, I think they exaggerated a little. I don't know if it was true. But today they indeed are. Why? Because of Pertier Placenta. Because of RiWay International. Because when we first went there, their factory was small back then. We could see it ourselves. Now, wow, it's huge. Expanding. Expanding across the street. The people who went last time should understand, and when we went, we only saw a small part. Let's not be too flashy. Look at our supplier. They can cooperate to this extent. They became one of us. They became someone we can work with to solve problems. Today, I work with this person for packaging. I work with this person for the bottles. I work with this person for events. Don't they have competitors? Yes, they do. Some people fight for this business. Does working for RiWay on events make money? It's incredible. RiWay has so many events. So big, right? A lot of people compete with them, right? They'll lower their prices, not for profit, just to get a RiWay project. This project, right? Will there be box makers who come to me saying their boxes are cheaper? They can do it better, asking me to choose them. Is it possible? This happens every day. But today we work with this person. Once we cooperate, we've been working together ever since. No replacements. This proves that these people started small and have grown to this day. Their process. RiWay has helped influence this. RiWay doesn't randomly replace people, but this person is one of us. We influence them with successful ideas. With a successful mindset, they themselves also improve and grow alongside RiWay. And up until today, all of these suppliers around me, they understand RiWay so well. Before I even move an inch, they know what I'm thinking. Such cooperation is easy. Instead of saying, oh, this doesn't work. This one's cheaper. I'll haggle. I'm not haggling with people every day. RiWay doesn't haggle. Unless they want to cut themselves. These are our suppliers. This world There is absolutely no way there could be a company like this, making such a choice. 15 years ago, we chose this person. And 15 years later today, it's still the same person helping us. A company with this kind of character. I really think we should give this company a round of applause. Of course, there are many more. You have to imagine for yourself. Now, the second type of person is the company's employees. The employees of the company? You should often interact with the company's employees, although there's no office set up in Korea yet, but many of the company's employees are here. They will often interact with your leaders. You'll hear, wow, RiWay's employees are very dedicated. Only RiWay has this. Other companies can never be like this. Have you ever heard such comments? Have you heard such opinions? Yes. Look, the employees, when they join RiWay, they are looking to earn a salary, right? People who've been employers here would know, when we hire an employee and give them a salary, how they perform their work attitude. We generally know, right? You ask them to work overtime. Ask for overtime pay. You ask them not to sleep. They'll tell you to go home and sleep, right? They'll take you to labor court. They're against you. But you'll notice that RiWay's employees, they seem to treat the company as their own. The speakers earlier, these presenters, mentioned some of the employees' behaviors. Quarantining for 28 days just to meet Jenny for 3 hours. Go ahead and hire an employee like that for me. Is it possible? If you want to hire them now, you'll need to pay. You don't know how much you'd need to pay to hire them. Only then will they be willing to do such things. Quarantining for 28 days. Oh my gosh, it's not that simple. I can barely stand 15 days of quarantine. 28 days just to meet for those 3 hours. Let's not talk about productivity first. Such a sacrifice. Unbelievable. I want you to understand why this is happening. There must be a reason behind it, because we treat him as one of our own. Indeed, he is truly one of us. What does being one of us mean? It means that whatever I have, my own people get the same amount. Because our own people are like sons, like children. They are our own, right? We all strive, many of us work hard. At the end, who gets it all? It's for our own, for the children, understand? That's what I mean by my own people. At RiWay, we treat them as our own. RiWay does this every year. When RiWay makes money, we share it all. When we don't make money, we still take some out and share it. Let them know. We really appreciate you. I do this every year. They are below. I say, can you take a little less this year? They say, yes, it's all possible. Such things happen. That's definitely from the past. Because we've fulfilled certain things. It's definitely so. They know how much we have. We will share, and we will give as much as we can. And next year, we will come back. We will make it even bigger. So everyone feels like they're doing it for themselves. Because they can feel it. We treat them like one of our own. We give the best we have. Without calculating or thinking too much. That's why we're so powerful. It's the same Today we have the executive level. Employees, just a few, very simple. We only have a few levels, unlike our distributors who have many levels. Our employees only have a few levels. Very simple, executive level. When you enter, I don't care who you are. Even if you're a great doctor or an impressive lawyer. You come in as executive. If you don't want it, leave. It's that simple. Executive will always be like this. Okay, and when you contribute, you get chosen and recognized. Everyone thinks you're good. You can. Then someone will recommend you. Some people get promoted in 3 months. Some people get promoted in 6 months. The second position is manager. He becomes a manager. Then among all the managers, someone will say, this one's good. He gets promoted again and becomes CMT, which is the core management team. The core management team now has nearly 50 people. Then, within the core management team, there's even one more level now. It's called director. I'll talk about that later. But you'll notice something strange. RiWay is an international company. RiWay is present in many countries. We have it in Indonesia, Singapore, Japan, and Hong Kong have it too. Let me give you an example, like the Philippines. Do you all know about the Philippines? I want to ask, if you hire an employee in the Philippines and hire one in Japan. For the lowest level employees, let's say, is the salary the same? Definitely not the same, because their living standards are different. Their living standards are different, right? Their minimum wage is different. Maybe in Japan, to hire an employee, I might need 2,000 Singapore dollars. In the Philippines, maybe I can hire them for just 500. So you see, when they are at the executive level, we will pay according to the situation in that country. Usually to attract them to come in, maybe 500, we might offer 700 to give them the desire to join. And for Japan, it might be 2,500. In the Philippines, 700 might be enough to hire. For example, let me show you the difference. And both are at the executive level. And suddenly, one of them performs really well. It doesn't even have to be great performance, actually. When his leadership comes out more clearly, we'll have many people say, put him up, put him up. This is how we do it. When he gets promoted to manager, for example, the one in the Philippines, promoted to manager. He goes from 700 manager, maybe in the Philippines. The standard for a manager in the Philippines, maybe 1 of 500, for example. His salary doubles. Doubling the salary is amazing, right? It's already unbelievable. But from RiWay's perspective, how does RiWay view it? No. Because there might still be collaboration between them. This executive in Japan and this manager might need to collaborate with him. But now this manager, if he's getting 1,500, but the executive is getting 2,500, how can they collaborate? So no. So our managers, they have a minimum for managers. Minimum salary. Our managers must earn less than the highest paid executive, the highest in the world. The income of that executive must be lower than the minimum income of the manager. Do you understand? This means that today someone enters at 700. When he suddenly, wow, when I'm at the gala dinner or something, I announce his name and promote him to manager. His income might increase. Suddenly, it could increase 7 or 8 times. This is how RiWay works, because this is our rule. Do you think he'll fight? For these people, right? Of course, this is just an example. RiWay's rule is like this, and it's the same with managers. The same applies to managers in CMT. My highest paid manager cannot earn more than the lowest paid, CMT. Then it's another level. It jumps again. Maybe when I announce his name, he'll directly jump 10 times and then 10 more times. Some people rise the fastest. They should not take more than 5 years at RiWay. Boom, they go straight to CMT. They go straight from executive like this. Wow, their income shoots up. What I want you to know, It's not that RiWay is willing to give so much, it's just because of imbalances in certain countries. This is nothing. What I want you to know is that every CMT, including later directors, they all start from executive. They emerge from hundreds of people in this group. They stand out. Someone notices their contribution and efforts. Then they get promoted. They contribute even more in this place. They give great efforts again. He got promoted again. And then he contributes more and pays better. They get promoted again. It's not that someone was brought from outside, a so-called powerful person, to become everyone's boss. RiWay has no parachute leaders. There is no one who comes from the outside like that. Directors don't just appear like that. That's not the case. So every single person rises through their contributions. They rise through their efforts. If they haven't contributed, they're still at the bottom. Do you understand? They can't even rise up. They may have already left. So those who make it up, they are all those who contribute, so they earn the most. Do you understand? It's because they have contributed a lot. That's why they rise. That's why they earn more. It's so fair, extremely fair. And it's not because they're so-called powerful. So they come and take more, no? In our eyes, there are no superior people. In my eyes, I will guide everyone. No matter how powerful they are, I will still guide them. Because we don't rely. RiWay never relies. We guide people and help them grow. We guide people and help them grow, help them develop their abilities until they finally succeed. This is how we view the role of employees. So when you say our CMT makes such efforts, they help you 24 hours a day, mentoring you for 3 days and nights. Why? Because they become CMT. It's because they are such people. That's why they rise. Do you understand? So RiWay is such a company, very productive and very fair. This deserves a round of applause for RiWay. All right, what I just mentioned about employees being our own. How much can we care for them? We invited celebrities to sing, not at the gala dinner, but at our small staff dinner. Have you heard of this? Have you heard of this? We invite stars to perform, very famous and expensive singers. A very expensive kind of singer. At the gala dinner 2 days ago, we didn't invite tens of thousands of people. We invited them to our small staff dinner with only a few hundred people. Are we treating them well? Yes, we are. RiWay's office is closed on Sundays. Sunday should be the busiest day for direct sales. Because everyone is off work, it's the best day for direct sales. Direct sales is most active during the weekend. Because everyone is free from work, we can go find people. But we close on Sundays for rest. But many RiWay offices are closed on Sundays. Why? It's also for the employees, isn't it? We worry they might not be able to spend time with their families. This care, it's because of certain reasons. That's why we're closed, right? We treat them like our own. All right, we treat them like our own. So what about you? What do we treat you as? Who are you? You are the distributors. So how do we view you? We treat employees as our own. We treat our suppliers as our own sometimes. We bring them along like our own, especially our employees. They are definitely our own. So what about distributors? Distributors are all these people that we treat as our own. All the people I just referred to as our own. RiWay has made a huge investment here. After we give out incentives, RiWay is left with only a small profit. We share it with everyone. After sharing it with these people we treat as our own, all the people we've won over, We nurture them. We make them contribute greatly. All of these people we treat as our own. The people they serve are you. You are our final purpose. The purpose of all our efforts is to give everything to you. So you are ours. Many people say, what's the saying? The customer is king, right? You are RiWay's kings and queens. And not RiWay to the customer. RiWay doesn't focus on customers. What complaints from customers? What else? I will just kick them out. I'll kick them out directly. If they come and cause trouble, if they are a customer. But if they are a distributor, I'll apologize. Why? Because we truly serve. We put in all the efforts. Create the best environment, the best platform, the best of everything, all the best people in place. It's all for you, so that you can succeed here. This is how we view distributors. Distributors are the ones we serve. And our effort is 100%, even more than 100%. Earn more later, earn more later. Save a little here, save a little there. In the end, it's all to serve you. This is the true purpose of RiWay's inception. This is RiWay. The true purpose of the existence of this company is to serve the distributors. It's strange. Why is our starting point? Our goal is this, because before I started RiWay, I wanted to create a company that I would want to join myself. That was my starting point. And in fact, a few years later, when I stepped down from the CEO position, I want to do direct sales, and I want to do RiWay. Why? Because it's the best. So people say, oh, RiWay payout is more than 70%. No, actually it's not. When we really talk about payout, RiWay is 100%. The money is not in my pocket. It's not in my son's pocket. It's not in the shareholders' pockets. The money is in everyone's hands. Every single person, including our employees, our suppliers, our distributors, it's just these three are the ones earning our RiWay's money. This 100%, we distribute it to everyone. It's very fair. Those who have productivity and contribution, it's very fair. 100% goes in. Where else could it be possible that there's a company that earns better than RiWay? How is it possible to be 100%? Outside, it's impossible. The only worry is if you don't have this productivity and contribution, right? Wherever we go today, we all need to put in productivity. We all need to make sacrifices and contribute. It's just about where we can say, I can be sure of myself, right? What I contribute outside may not be this much, because it's probably divided here and there. And in the end, you don't even know where it went, because the wool comes from the sheep in the end, right? So don't think that because RiWay makes money, the boss must be making money, right? No, I just take a salary. I really just take a salary. A fixed salary. So I often envy you, because today you need money. You strive, you can earn a lot of money. You can earn a lot of money. And when I need money now, I strive. I still make the same amount. So I really envy you. So I really want to do direct sales. When I do direct sales, I will definitely strive. I will definitely strive. If striving gives me money, I will definitely strive. I am afraid that if I strive, I won't make money. I'm afraid of working myself to death and still having no money. Like how we used to do. Those who have done direct sales should know clearly. It's not that you'll make money just by striving, right? But in RiWay, when I strive, I know I will definitely make money. And when I strive, I'm not doing it alone. Many others help me strive too, right? And many people are ahead of me. It's not that you can just catch up if you want. There are many people who are better than you, running faster than you. This is the kind of place such remarkable people are in RiWay. So today, how many such people has RiWay created? How many people like this has RiWay created? How many of these people have been created? Let's take a look. This is around the same time last year. This time last year, we were at the Singapore headquarters, our Singapore headquarters opening. Who was inside? Raise your hand. Who was there? These people. Who could attend that day? Who could enter this room? Flying horse leaders. At least flying horse leaders and above at that time. How many people that day? 600. Meaning some couldn't get in? And these 600 were after the Singapore opening. At 9 a.m. cutting the ribbon. Okay, then you know what we did. We said bye and dismissed them. Bye and dismissed them. And then we ourselves invited all 600 flying horse leaders. Inside, I gave a session. I spoke on 12 topics. The topics for the system course. The system course had 12 topics. These were the new topics I introduced. These were the basics in our system training. The basics of direct selling. I remember I started speaking at 10 a.m. that day. At 10 a.m. in the morning. Then look at this picture. If you pay attention, do you see this? That was 1:10 a.m. 1:10 a.m. at night. I started at 10 a.m. in the morning. That's the best proof. At 1:10 a.m. I was still speaking. That was me back then. And I remember it didn't end at 1 a.m. I didn't finish until after 1 a.m. We also prepared all the Red Bull, all the coffee. To keep everyone awake, everyone drank Red Bull. So when we say, in our training sessions, we have tea breaks, right? Morning tea break, lunch, afternoon tea break. And RiWay also has dinner, right? Sometimes we have dinner. Have you heard of having supper? Have you heard of it? Because I had supper the other day. There were 2 rounds of supper. We ate until late with midnight snacks available. Then continued the lessons. Kept going until I remember when I walked out of the office. When I opened the back door, I looked up and it seemed like the sky was about to get light. Don't worry, I won't be speaking here until the sun rises. I won't. Because today I have only one topic. That day I had 12 topics. I had no choice. I couldn't choose. Right? 12 topics. Each topic was 1 hour, for example. That's 12 hours. Plus the breaks in between. By the end, it was really 20 hours. Of course, it wasn't quite 20 hours yet, but it was close. That day, all the flying horse leaders were there, the most important ones. I launched the 12 system training system courses. These 600 people were then divided into 120 sessions. Each session had 5 people. That's 600 people, 120 sessions across the world. After this one session, the following month, we had 120 such training sessions. Do you remember? This broke the world record in direct selling. And this isn't even our limit. We can do more if we want. But this was really impressive, wasn't it? 120 sessions done so beautifully. Just this alone, we can sell it. Many people will want to do RiWay, you know? Just this. Just you being able to sell this. Many people will want to do RiWay, because no company can do this. No company would pay so much attention to training sessions. How much does one training session cost? Try doing it yourself, then you'll know, right? These tables and chairs, the rental for the venue, the 3 meals, the food. Try doing one session yourself. Then you'll understand how much it costs. What does 120 sessions mean? No one would want to do something like this. RiWay pays so much attention to training, so much attention to education. So many people say, why doesn't RiWay teach this? Why doesn't RiWay teach that? I say, my training is so much that people don't even want to attend. Aren't we teaching enough? We are already the company that teaches the most in the world. The best control within the organization. We are the best company in terms of control. It couldn't get any better. Because good or bad is relative. And everyone here, you can gather together. Just this selling point, you can get them to do RiWay. Many people can do RiWay. Why? Because usually successful people like this. It's hard for them to listen to your instructions, right? RiWay has these kinds of people. And they are all like this because every one of them started from scratch. You started from zero. You didn't suddenly come in halfway like that. You didn't suddenly come in and jump straight to Pegasus. No, you also started from zero. Our employees also started from zero. Our suppliers also started from zero. Everyone started from scratch. No one is special. So when we start from zero and grow together, the leaders are still the same leaders, understand? We still have a certain influence on the organization. This is the only company that can do this. This is true. Everyone here wants to become a Pegasus. Just take a calculator and you'll understand. It's easy to calculate. There's no way out. There's no back door to walk. If you want to become a Pegasus, in 3 months, at least close to 5 million SGD. 5 million SGD. An astronomical figure, 5 million SGD. You go outside just randomly. You go into any shop and see the owner. You ask him, excuse me, do you want 5 million SGD in sales in 3 months? What answer do you think he'll give you? Who wouldn't want that? Everyone would want it, right? If that person can do 5 million, in 3 months can do 5 million, you probably won't even have a chance to talk to him. How high and mighty is he, right? Driving a Bentley, driving a Rolls Royce. 5 million SGD in 3 months. You might not even have a chance to talk to him, not to mention influencing him, even less. Everyone here far exceeds every single one. And we say, okay, at 10 o'clock you sit here and listen to me talk until morning. Do you think that's possible? In this world, does this kind of thing happen? Impossible. And in fact, none of them slept. Sitting there listening until morning. This deserves a round of applause for RiWay. And up to today, the number of Pegasus members in RiWay has reached 1,195 people. One is renditar. Achieving in 3 months? Achieving more than 5 million SGD in sales. And still able to be uniformly directed. And they are still our own people. These are the people that RiWay has created. And this is not the highest. There are even higher levels. What higher levels? Let's take a look. This is our Pegasus Leader 5. One time we were at a summit meeting in New Zealand. I don't remember which one it was. I'll just use one random photo to display. The meaning of Pegasus Leader 5 is, you yourself are a Pegasus. You have 5 lines each producing a Pegasus. This is the minimum criterion. You can enter this meeting. That means if someone has 5 million, 5 lines with 5 million each, 5 million, 5 million, 5 million. It must be completed within 3 months. Completed in 3 months? So just take a calculator and do the math. Over 20 million, 30 million. 30 million SGD is the minimum. Actually, these people's sales have surpassed 100 million, over 100 million SGD. From the first day they joined RiWay until today, each one has achieved over 100 million SGD in sales. That's 9 figures. These people with 9 figures in Singapore dollars. In Korea, we have our Jenny Park. If you don't believe, go into Jenny Park's system and see if her sales are over 100 million. I don't even need to look, it's 100%. And all of these people are, and those above Pegasus Leader 5. There are nearly 100 people now. The number of people with over 100 million SGD in sales who are above Pegasus Leader 5. There are nearly 100 people who have achieved this. You find me someone in the outside world who has made over 100 million SGD. If you find them, you won't even be able to call them, right? I can call 100 people for you. I can call 100 people for you. These are the people that RiWay has created. Every one of these people is the person in every meeting. The so-called important person, their names are always mentioned. RiWay has already created 100 such people. And it's not over yet. Next comes Pegasus Leader 9. This means meeting RiWay's 9 lines. To become the Sky Dragon with a maximum of 9 lines. The 10th line doesn't count. There's no Pegasus 10, no Pegasus 11. Of course, there are many people. Now, there are people with 10, 11, 12, 13 lines of Pegasus. No matter how many lines they have, we focus on 9 lines, we celebrate up to 9 lines. That's 9 Pegasus leaders. In different 9 lines. How difficult is this to achieve? You'll understand when you try. This is extremely difficult. In direct sales, this is extremely rare. Their abilities and achievements can't be described by numbers anymore. It's incredibly hard. Each one who succeeds has a big house, a deep swimming pool, so many cars that there's no place to park. These kinds of people, RiWay has created them. There are around 30 such people. Now there are almost 30 Pegasus Leader 9s. This is what RiWay has done. People that we have created. Now there's a saying, if others can do it, I should be able to do it. If others can, I should be able to. The people here, from people in their 20s to their 80s, from illiterate people who can't read or write, to those who couldn't speak, to university professors, from those who were selling snacks on the roadside, to corporate CEOs of large enterprises, from men to women or half and half. All kinds of people, all types of people. I believe all of you are in this range. These are the people who have already made it. You're already in this range. There shouldn't be anyone 105 years old here, right? You should all be between your 20s and 80s, in this space, right? If they can do it, you should be able to do it. Because even if no one has done it, you should still be able to do it. Don't even say that someone has already done it. This is guaranteed. 100% sure you can do it because someone has done it. So don't carry too many burdens. Many people are still doubting, oh, what if the company disappears? Oh, what's wrong with this product? He still has a lot of baggage. When you think these are problems, Others have already made it. When you are still thinking, can RiWay sustain itself? Will RiWay close down tomorrow? When you are still thinking about this question, their income has already been secured. They've earned millions and millions. So don't carry too much baggage. You can't run with it. It's too heavy. After seeing these presentations, don't think too much. What you've thought about, others have already thought about too. The people who are better than you have already thought of it. The people who are less capable than you have already made it. Let go of that baggage and move forward, right? RiWay has already proven it. RiWay has already created all these people. Okay, so finally. I want to share one last thing with you. It's about what I just discussed regarding RiWay, the things I've just analyzed. I really want to say, go back more than 20 years. My boss once told me, my former boss once said something to me. And in the end, he couldn't do it. But I believed in it at that time. Although he couldn't do it. Although he taught me this phrase, he couldn't do it. I told myself, I must accomplish this in my life. The last sentence is, when wealth is gathered, talent scatters. When wealth is scattered, talent gathers. Today, RiWay has gathered so much talent. And so united, they can still be unified and directed. There is only one reason for this. That is, wealth is in the hands of every individual, and not concentrated in one person, or placed in the hands of certain wrong people. So I wish to say, you can see this as an opportunity, and let go of all your baggage and move forward. Become a part of us. And you will be able to achieve great goals and realize great ideals. Finally, I have concluded my analysis here. I am happy to be in Korea, and I hope we can meet again soon. Thank you very much.